Hello, welcome back to Monster Train. In today's episode, I am, as always, your host, a duck. Yeah, but I am a duck. You can't stop me. I didn't see a duck. I haven't seen the duck since I got back from vacation, actually. They've moved on. I saw the ducks because it had rained a lot, and there was a little area of low-lying water that was like a little pond, and it was growing like a marsh, and they were hanging out there. But that has dried up as the summer months have raged on, and the ducks have moved on, sadly. But it was nice while they were here. How you doing today? I hope that you're doing well. Me, I'm doing fine. Thanks for asking. Been on a bit, continuing to be on a bit of a hot streak in the old train. Feeling pretty good about that. It's 3:15 a.m. Ended the stream not too long ago. Perhaps Tethys will be our run ender. If I were to guess, I would say that I don't think I'll lose today, but I'll probably lose in either Umbra or Rector Day. But you never know. Who knows what the future will hold? Other thing I needed to mention, Griftlands has been on a bit of a hiatus. I did not put up a video today or yesterday for it. I just haven't found myself having the time to record it lately. I've been like in and out of meetings, and then I'm like, I'll push it off till tomorrow. My group meetings are all done. I got a little group project work to do today, and then I will try to knock out some Smith gameplay for you. And I think that's about all I have for you. Let me hit you with my question of today, and then we can begin. All right, I did pause to not waste your time and find a good question. So I found a New York Times official article of 192 discussion questions. And I used a random number generator to pick one at random, and we're going to see live reaction to what this discussion question is. I got 148 on this one. How much do you worry about taking the SAT or ACT? Well, that's not very good now, is it? I don't know. I guess it is a worth discussing sort of thing. It's just strange to me that I had a whole class and basically dedicated a year of my life to taking a test that will never affect me again. I think the SAT and the ACT are kind of a scam. I spent so much time of my life preparing for that test, and it did not make a very big impact on my life. Like, it matters for about a year, but they really hype it up like it's gonna be the end of times. I don't know, that's you're probably not in high school if you're listening to this. If you are, I hope that you're studying well. Anyway, we're just gonna question today is a mulligan. Tell me about your day. That's it's a terrible. I like scrolled through the questions really quick, and they all seemed pretty good. I was like, hey, these are decent. And one of them is just SAT. Anyway, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, but let's get to it. Is Double Barrel Daedalus, Ragefell, Patience, Seraph, Crypt Builder, Wicklash, Guardian's Amulet, Default Stygian, Default Melting, the old pre-Friends and Foes Infinite Clan combo. Yeah, what a nightmare. I mean, it still is an infinite combo. We'll do Faulty Loader here. Days 3 melee weakness 1 is going to help a lot for the early combats. Hell Pack doesn't do much. It's like Stygian Spike, Wax and Spike. Both are kind of garbage. You're taking Hell Pack there and you're hoping for a high roll Spike event or something of that nature. I think that Chill Wind is unplayable, so I will take Sweep Spell Weakness. I think that Chill Wind is absolutely worthless. I think you're better off just not. Like, just not. Period. I'm not gonna take Invasion Trial. We're gonna play. I would take a trial that would give us a unit draft, but other than specifically a unit draft, we're going to play extremely careful. And we're not going to greed. We're gonna play it cool. Yeah, this was part of the plan, I believe. I'm okay with letting all of this happen. Letting this train steward die is right, I think. And we just throw down Frozen Lance, Catch Collector, throw 2 train stewards mid-floor. Hopefully Okay. We'll see what the draw looks like today. Train Steward should help a little bit at least. So, if we hit Crit Builder, we will take 0. If we don't hit Crit Builder, then we're going to take some damage. I'm a genius. Hit Crit Builder. My god. Monster Train Professional. Hey, remember when I skipped Hell Pact because Spike of the Stygian was the only X-Cost card? Apparently, I'm an idiot. I should have obviously known in my common clan pack there would be a Spike of the Stygian. Frig you, Monster Train. Give me Flash Freeze. Spike of the Stygian's not bad, but I'm skipping it on principle. And I'll take that card there. I would like Molten Encasement for the long term, but I really feel like we want to take Entombed Explosive to make our next 2 combats a lot better. Molten Encasement is good, but if we're playing a Siren strategy, I don't really need the stealth. And I'm not going to play a melting strategy here. We're Stygian main. There's a Stygian banner next to the Steel Shop. We're going to go Stygian plan. Large Stone, Burnout 1, and plus 25. I played Nameless Siren last time as a... Let's see how it goes. I think that was yesterday, right? Was that yesterday? No, wait. What was yesterday? Yesterday was Awoken Wormkin. Big multi-strike. Yeah, that was the Awoken Hollow run. I think it was the day before then we played Hellhorn Stygian. That sounds right. Anyway, I don't feel like this clan combo... One of the lines we could try here, and I think it's bad. I think it's very bad. But one of the lines we could try here is go in on Wicklash and scale Sweeping Cold Kalia. I'd rather just go Nameless Siren, though. We go Nameless Siren, we give her a defensive unit infusion, and she carries. Give her Incant Armor 2, give her Hot Shark Infusion, make 2 of her, give her Multi-Strike, she wins. We will not take anything from the shop. I will not take any pack shards, but we'll look at what we're missing. Intrinsic Spell Chain, okay. Temple here. One more temple right before 7th floor. Okay. Got a good handle on it here. We're gonna be weak, and we're gonna play cool. Sweet Boss with Tethys. Ha. That's gonna suck. Dreg can go in front and just take the hit. I mean, even still, with all of the woeing that I'm doing here, the woeing is me. We're strong. We're gonna probably get clapped a little bit by this boss, but we're still strong. I should play Dreg there. There is nothing I can do about this very, very weak Tethys, unfortunately. Kill that and just play Train Steward. Like, Tethys dies. She dies first hit. I gave her... I took no pack shards. I did nothing to make this combat harder, and Tethys dies first combat anyway. I guess I could have waited one more ring. Not one more ring, sorry. One more round. I could have played top floor, basically. But I didn't want to take all these curses, right? It's okay. Too bad I didn't draw Guardian's Amulet last turn. Just keep telling yourself it's okay, and eventually you'll believe it. We drew a Crypt Builder as well. Like, we're gonna take 24? 26, I guess. But we're not gonna die, and that's the good news. Disgusting combat, though. Like, really, really gross that I almost lost on that combat. Fuck you, Tethys. Give me Crystallis. If I did lose there, it would have been a great case for taking Molten Encasement sooner. And also trying out a top 4 strategy, I guess. But we're gonna go left and we're gonna heal back that health and pretend it didn't happen. Permafrost, -1 plus 10, yeah. Extreme Stone is worth considering. Like, it's sad that I'm going to skip all of these temples and get very little value overall. Extreme Stone Crystallis is really good. I'm willing to go for it. I'm willing to spring 15 here. We're going to have trouble making as many pack shards as we want to make anyway, I think, because we're playing so cautiously. Alright, let's see what the Caverns has, though. Oh, wow. Well, I wish I hadn't jumped on Extreme Stone so early, Because there's a good old Wingmaker here. That's really sad that I jumped on that Extreme Stone. Oh well. I'll reroll real quick. No multi-strike, sadly. Man, we could have Extreme Stone Wingmaker if I had just checked the event first. I mean, I don't think the order I played that in was wrong, because if that event is ×5, I'm just as sad that I don't have 5 Extreme Stone 1-cost Crystallises, right? It's a catch-22, there's no correct order, but I can still be sad. We're gonna put Consume on a Frozen Lance to make it stronger. And yeah, this deck does not do well into Double Barrel Daedalus. This deck does not do well into any boss. I have no front line. We have no plan. My plan is to play 3 spells on Daedalus and hope for the best. We might just die here though. This run is really weak. Exceptionally weak. I do like, with Faulty Loader, I do still like the bottom floor setup because it gives us time to act on our spell weakness from Tethys. Wingmaker, save me. I also took Flash Freeze to make Daedalus an easier fight overall. Then we will put up a drag in front. And I guess I shouldn't have put him in front, but it's okay. Like, if Daedalus goes to a different floor, when I draw the Extreme Stone Crystallis, I have to throw it out there. And save you. I think we might actually sneak out of this with the Molten Encasement being saved. Wingmaker hard saved me there. Hardcore saved by the Wingmaker Bell. The Clash goes again. I guess I should have kept this guy in the front even. Can I hold the Molten Encasement? Can we hold the line? I think not because of the 7x2. If I put down Train Steward Explosive, it's 5/5, Explosive goes, and then the second hit hits. So I don't believe we can hold the line and save our encasement. So what we'll do instead is we'll put down an Entombed Explosive behind, we'll put down a Train Steward behind. Yeah, just like this is fine. I'm not going to respect this Forge Disciple. I don't care about taking 4. I have to think about surviving Daedalus. That's a dang old shame right there that he came down here. I would have really liked to push. I mean, if it were a little different, he would have just taken like a million here. Oh, because he saves the 50 damage. Yeah. I think we're fine. I think we are going to sneak out of this Daedalus combat, just like sheer force of numbers we have put down on this floor. That guy lets us take another hit at least. Yeah. As long as I don't completely whiff. Oh my god. Hold on. Sorry, I just realized I looked to my right. Daedalus is dead. I looked to my right. One of my cats snuck in here when I went to the bathroom, and I did not know he was in here. He's just been sitting there staring at the door for the past like 15 minutes going, hey, let me out. But he doesn't meow, he just sits there. Okay. He was just gonna sit at that door and wait until someone let him out. What a weirdo. Hard Pivot Hollowed Halls sounds really bad. I don't think that Hollowed Halls is so broken that I slam it here. This deck has no frontline, and I don't have anything that makes any sense for Hollowed Halls. I think Ice Empire is a much better and more reasonable answer here. This is so bad. Oh, God. How bad is it? Let me explain to you in no uncertain terms how bad it is. This is so bad that I am thinking I might take Lady of the House. Because if our next banner isn't like if our Stygian banner that we're about to go to doesn't have something better than this, we will just lose the run. So I think I need to take Lady of the House to have something to frontline. It's a very just in case, but we gotta cover that base, I think, and we'll take draw. I said I doubted this run would be the death of me, but it's looking bad. I'll just say, give me 25 gold, thanks God. It's looking a little grim here. We've been dirty high rolling a lot of runs. There's a multi-strike, so it looks a little less grim. Okay, decision time. Very important decision to make here. I believe we abandon Nameless Siren in this position and we go Siren of the Sea. We give Siren of the Sea multi-strike and she can handle it. I think so. I think we abandon the Nameless Siren line, and that's okay. Better Siren showed up. Spell chain plus 10 piercing. Okay, let's see if we get Conduit. That's better. Okay, things are we're making a bit of a pivot into things looking up here. Go ahead and get multi-strike on that Siren of the Sea. I will roll for Incant Armor 2. Okay, no Incant Armor 2. Endless for the Hot Shark that we don't have, sadly. I will pay 60 to remove Nameless Siren right now. Lady of the House is fine. She's gonna hang out until, like, Bell, probably. Well, she's gonna hang out until I can safely do a duplicate. Oh, I don't get to? No, I get to here. Okay, so I can duplicate Self-Infused Siren here and then duplicate again here. Okay. And we're going to spend a lot of our time. I think the bottom floor play to utilize our spell weakness is not the worst idea. I need to make sure. 15, we're at 30, 40, 55. We take 40. I'm off by a little bit. I need to take 15 at one of these temples. Spell chain or plus 10 piercing. I could take 10 maybe? I'm gonna put plus 10 piercing on Wingmaker because it's too bonkers to pass up. It's so good. That's our backline strategy. Okay, let's go. This run looks a lot better now. The run was very doomed for a little bit. I'm not afraid at this point. I will take the 15 armor. The run did look very doomed. However, now I believe... Conduit Tethys and Spell Weakness Tethys, they really clash, huh? No Whiplash here, unfortunately. That's okay, though. So the reason I was not afraid is because we have really good spells. Crystallis kills these two. Wingmaker kills these two. I guess I actually... No, it's only 32. Never mind. I can just Frozen Lance. I'd rather Frozen Lance and save myself the 1 energy than put the drag up there, right? I guess it doesn't really matter. But the big reason that Lady of the House gets to pop off is because we have burnout extenders for her, so she actually gets to do something on this run. A little bit of something. Oh, this kills him for free. Let me let the dregs rise up against this guy. The party boys will not take me, except for that they will extremely take me away. I think that I have to abandon the spell weakness, actually. I'm not incanting enough for it. I think we have to play top floor so that we can have a little more time for the incants to take hold. Because as it sits, I am not looking good, actually. I am looking very bad, even, some would say. I'm gonna save this damage, I guess. Yeah, the burnout happens also. This is grim, actually. 17 times 2, yeah. So I will replay this one upon death, because it's very dead. Unless I draw... Not that. Ice Empire is 270. Even Ice Empire doesn't do it, right? I'm trying to play around Spell Weakness Tethys, but Spell Weakness Tethys is very weak. And you should not play around it at all. Oh, it's a little more than 270, actually. A little bit more. So again, we don't die. Again, we cheat death here today, right? Because this is 12 damage. You go to 71. I'll take 36 from this. Again, we don't die. I think that combat is a clear indicator that I gotta play top floor on this run. Very much a top floor. Frenzied Swarm's good. You can tell this deck is bad because it's 31 cards. Look at the runs we've had recently. All of the runs we've had recently, there's no bases to cover. I don't need answers. I just play good cards. And I play like 26 good cards. I'm going left mainly for Pyre health here. Also for Incant armor too, potentially. But I need to do purges on these train stewards as well. We're in dire straits. I think +1 spell weakness on Tethys' scales is very nice. 50% chance +1 spell weakness sounds good to me. And I had to spend my first removal removing a unit that I took to survive the early game, which is not a good feeling. Yeah, Crystal Cloak's gonna be pretty scary. If I could, maybe I should go right there, actually. Maybe I was supposed to go right so I could hold over. And we could play holdover Wingmaker, which would help a lot. It's definitely top 4 now. These guys all die for free. I should have dodged the Ember Drain, I guess. Doesn't matter. I don't need to keep them alive for anything. Sad about that Wingmaker draw. I guess I'll play it just to get Collector. I need to wipe this out. But like again, I'm missing incants. This is the problem. I have to plan ahead with this stuff and I end up missing these incants that I need. But I have to kill this. I have to wipe that 4 out. I guess I just do this. I gave up the Collector there, but I think that my decisions are correct. I need to become a little more confident in what we're doing here, I think. So I need to just start throwing spells top 4, I guess. Because if I don't incant, I can't walk into Crystal Cloak with a 9x2 and go, yeah. 9x2 is the amount of damage an enemy unit does, not one of my units. I just find it a little hard to gain any faith in this run. Our damage output is pitiful. I just can't incant, right? It's the old melting secondary classic problem. Plus we have a bunch of conditional spells too. I just don't have enough to incant. Once we get to this position, it's really not that bad, but getting to this position is hard. I'm trying to hypothesize a world where I kill this boss, right? I think I do kind of feel like I need to push the like 100-something damage I can do into the boss right now. We're gonna play Wingmaker up here, and I will throw Frozen Lance up here. I do feel like maybe I just play Crystallis Crypt Builder down here and we get 110 damage or whatever. Yeah, let's do it. I did move the boss to the back, which is a little awkward though. This is definitely the end. There's no cheating out of this one. There's no scamming we can do to sneak out of this. Numerically, I'm very dead. It has to be. Like, there's no way that I survive this. Wonder what I should have done on this run instead. I'm trying to think of it, right? What should I have done on this run? It's probably a pathing choice I have to change. Maybe I just don't take Lady of the House, right? And I go all in. But I think if you go all in, you lose this. Let me replay this combat. I think that I think the position this deck is in, there is no world where we kill Crystal Cloak. I cannot imagine one. Really, I can't. Actually, no, I can. Let me try it. I think we have to play bottom floor, actually. Because I wasted so much value just playing spells. I wasted all my value playing spells on enemies that would not... Like, without getting incants, basically. So let's try this. I lose out on the ability to soak up all of Crystal Cloak. Like, but I don't know. It's really rough no matter what you think actually here. I think maybe we just don't play Lady. And we hope to draw her right when Crystal Cloak spawns, but that's hopeful. Oh wait, I could have played Lady. I had the space. That's a me problem right there. Also can't let the monster up there go unscathed. I don't know though. This run seems really hard. I've been spoiled by a bunch of runs being handed to me for sure, but like this run is difficult, I feel. Okay, so we put Train Steward down, and we want to protect Train Steward here. Go ahead and we'll do a little daze action. Brief respite. Lady of the House shows up right on time. We throw 2 dregs at it as well. I draw like Stealth, Tomb. I drew Stealth, Tomb. Was hoping to draw the Wicklashes for Lady, but it does not appear. Oh, I also played 2 dregs and just filled my floor out. That was pretty silly of me. Even with all of this, we don't even get a single hit in. Not a 1. That's disappointing. We get 1 hit. 2 spell weakness. No, I think that just numerically you can't do it here. Wait. Alright, the run that should not be continues on. Never mind. There was a winning line in here somewhere, but like, it is rough. This run is not doing too well. I need to go to some magic shop, but I can't go to a magic shop in the next ring. I have to go to a hell vent. Oof. Take Ice Storm. Take maybe no, because my problem is just bosses. We kill the enemies actually pretty consistently. I can't kill bosses right now. Oh yeah, we get Hef. What does Hef do on this run? She sits on her own floor and she's a 50-50. I think that I just leave her. I think I leave her. When we get to go right, we get to get more Pyre health, which is nice. I will not be trading Pyre health for money, no thank you. I mean, if we somehow limp past Fell, I think we can sneak out of this run and commit a great robbery today. Oh, I miscalculated my pack shards, didn't I? I'm at 55. I have to take... Yeah, okay, I need to take this money. I'm at... So when I do... I infuse at the next temple, I go to 75. I need to take a 10 here to go to 85 and then 100 from the relic. Okay. Oh god, it's a rage combat. It's a rage combat. Oh, also, you know what I passed up on this run? I'm just now realizing it. It clicked for me like 15 minutes later. You've probably already left a comment, and you're correct. I should have played Endless Molten Encasement. Why didn't I? I don't know. For some reason, at the start of this run, in my brain, I went, yeah, I don't need... I don't think that... This goes here. For some reason, at the start of this run, in my brain, I went, I don't think that I need stealth. Stealth would be so good here. What the hell am I doing? All of our problems are solved. Yeah, this run is actually, it's so obvious. A child could solve this. I should have a stealth tomb with endless burnout 1. That's boss's handle right there. Done and dusted on the boss front. Like we're gonna take a little bit more damage here before everything works out. Thankfully we have sweep on Tethys. Oh, I just fed that guy a lot of rage. Oh, he's mad. I'm gonna give up a bunch of spell weakness if I throw Ice Storm up here. Man. It's not even like I'm too tired. I just completely overlooked it. It wasn't even a thought in my brain at any point did I think that I was gonna play this. Yeah, I'm gonna play Ice Storm. I hope I draw a kill spell. Good. Yeah. Good. Next turn we draw Explosive. Doesn't really matter too much. I guess I'll take the extra energy. I need to not disrespect this enemy, so I will not. We're incanting so slowly though. It's like 2 or 3 per turn. It is very, very difficult. A struggle. We just have so many units. I don't know what to do with them all. This should be good. Yeah. Another hope I draw a big kill spell turn. I'm a genius. This Extreme Stone Crystallis has paid off extremely. Extremely. Yeah, but like here is your exact problem, right? When you look at the deck after all the units are played out, even you have 1, 2 like conditional spell, 2 3-costers. Like this run should not have been Incant. I think that it's all too easy to go me play Incant, but in our starting deck we have 5 playable Incant spells, and it's really hard to make that like swing in our favor. I feel like it's really, really hard, given the circumstances, to make this work, because you just can't play your spells. You just go through so many turns where you go, I can't play anything. So many turns where I just go, man, I can't play anything. Okay, let's get our more incants in here. I guess it's best. We're gonna play Ice Empire, of course. I'm gonna play Frozen Lance. I think it's best to just Crypt Builder, because Crypt Builder is the kill. Yep. No, so there's multiple different things that I have now pointed out to you as better options for this run. I have put us in a very bad position. Me. Give me Ancient Synergy. Give me... I think it's second draw? Because we have Conduit to make all the spells cost less, so we draw through all the units real quick. And that's the plan. Now, unfortunately, we don't get any Pyre Health, so we are on our own. Fortunately, we have $600. We just got holdover in the magic shop. Okay. Before we don't jump the gun, let's see all of our choices here. First, let's grab our Conduit 2. I'm going Conduit 2, that's for sure. If there's intrinsic in this temple, there is. So I have realized and now been saved from my own foolishness once again. Because the problem here is Tethys dies. The big problem here, Tethys dies to the Divinity. Sweep. How does it work? There's a counterpoint here, which is I could play bottom floor. Because we have Faulty Order. I could play bottom floor, but and it also lets me have time for the spell weakness, but I don't like it. I'm gonna first of all removal Lady of the House and a Train Steward here. We want to just get rid of all of these units. I'm going to roll the dice. We're gonna engage the Siren Pact. I think it's fine. I think we'll live. And I think it's worth. And then I go Intrinsic Holdover Frenzied Swarm. Holdover Wingmaker would have been better, but maybe I could just Holdover Wingmaker and play bottom floor here? You Holdover Wingmaker, you play bottom floor. I think it's still tough because the Divinity is a big swinger. He does stomp. He does a lot of big hits. This is a hard choice. Let me go look at the magic shop a little more. I'm gonna buy a -1. We only need to -1 non-damaging spells and spells that cost 3. So we'll -1 Agent's Energy here. I believe also I'm duplicating Siren in the next ring, and she's next to a steel shop. So this is it. This is my last magic shop. I have to make the call. I think it's better to go Frenzied Swarm here. I'm gonna do Holdover Intrinsic Frenzied Swarm. Lock it in, final answer. I'm gonna go ahead, we're gonna purge. I'm actually gonna purge Whiplash first. I'll burn 2 Whiplashes here. It's all my money, but that's okay. Before Train Steward even. Whiplash just does nothing. And we're gonna buy Intrinsic. Okay. Lock it in, that's the play. And we will go to 100. I said I was going to take the trinket, but I was wrong. I am actually duplicating. I was right in my first calculation of pack shards. However, it did work out. Taking +8 here will kill me. I'm pretty confident it will kill me. Sadly, because I would have liked it. But, alas, it is what it is. I can play Train Steward here and avoid the Ember Drain. We're getting into like, I put myself in a bad spot, and now we gotta get into some real min-maxing to get out of the bad spot here. I guess he could just chill because I do not have another unit to put down, but I'd rather have him put the tombs, honestly. I think now we incant a lot also. And I can focus the incants on the top floor where our unit is. Like, I'm just gonna go in. Our deck is concentrated enough now. I feel okay about just going for it. Ooh, that's a bad infuse. Okay. And then we're just gonna, we gotta go for it. We permadaze all the enemies and we just hope. Just have a lot of hope here. That's all you can do. The Crystals. I guess our backline answer is actually just Tethys. Sweep Tethys handles it. Ooh. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I need to play a drag here because, okay, so here's what happens, right? I play Frenzied Swarm. Crypt Builder pushes this enemy to the back. He then doesn't die because Siren wastes her first hit on the Light Wings. So I have to put a drag down in front. I have to take an Ember Drain, which isn't that big of a deal, but I need a drag in front so that he'll kill the Light Wings for us. On top of this, we have Ice Empire coming up to knock out this enemy. So I'll Entombed Explosive down here. I'll keep this other drag just in case I need him for something. And that should kill both of them now. Yeah, okay. I do take an Ember Drain, but it shouldn't be the end of the world. And we do 120 to this enemy through 2 Crypt Builders. I think we might sneak out of this. I can play Molten Encasement here. Nothing will ever hit it, so we just play it to get rid of it. Are you feeling that? If we win this run, it is just a great crime. I mean, we did lose to Crystal Cloak, I believe. I lost this run, but it's more fun to look for the winning line, I think. And you guys also think. I have heard that from most of you. Wingmaker doesn't kill this enemy. Did I really not put an upgrade on Ice Storm? Sorry, I was thinking too much in that last shop. I also spent it all on removal, so Ice Storm's just a 1 energy incant, and that's okay. And this floor is dead, so I will Crystallis. I'm just trying to look for an answer to not take any damage from this enemy if possible. I don't think there's a good one, though. Considering our draws. Oh, never mind, there's a great one. Just draw Crypt Builder, dude. Easy. No problem whatsoever. Oh, he was actually just dead to Wingmaker, huh? And we get to, at the end of the round, we get to 109 times 2. I now believe this run can win. It's gonna be tough. We have no silence for Patient Seraph. I'm just gonna press enter and we're not gonna mess with this guy. If I pull a silence tome here, that would be a great roll. But no silence, Patient Seraph, no way to... Oh my god, I should have taken resin removal earlier. Oh, wow. That would have been really good here. Huh. Titan's Tooth is a free spell. I have an intrinsic holdover. This is just a free spell cast. Oh, I need Wickless Recruitment. Yeah. Remove all burnout and debuff effects. I need this to cancel melee weakness, because melee weakness never gets procced. I permanently stun the enemies. This is a high roll. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you for digging me out of this hole just a bit, Monster Train. I buried myself deep, and Monster Train said, here's a little hand. Here's a little handy hand. You've earned it. Have I earned it? Absolutely not. This is a tough run, but it's a self-imposed tough run. The runs that I make hard are the ones that feel the worst. Endless. I actually don't feel great about doing Endless Molten Encasement though, because I have to wait for... I had to take space and make this an early game plan. By the time that this stacks up a meaningful amount of stealth, I think it's too late. What's 25 Entombed Explosive is cute. But like it is just... We don't worry about survivability until Relentless. The run is just, I have intrinsic holdover Frenzied Swarm. I need to A, kill all of the enemies with my spells until the Sirens can take it over, and then B, the Sirens need to scale up enough to kill the bosses. I think we get there though. I think we actually get there, and this run is a robbery. This run is an absolute robbing. So here's the deal. I have to just double up. I give him all the rallies here. If I don't, what happens is he just bleeds like 30 pyre health off of me. Although, no, I think... Oh man, wait, this is tough. I think it's okay. I don't believe I need to respect Seraph the Patient that much. I'm already going to incant him a bunch. There's nothing I can do about that. I think that what's 3 more, basically, is what you think here. I'll Wingmaker for 1 more space. It's worth. But I will not do Frozen Lance. Okay. He's going to have a lot of attack. I'm going to try and take it easy on the alternating turns. However, he's going to be big. Oh, I can Wickless Recruitment the Ember Drain away. That works. Cool. And we just play it all on Incants. I'm going to go ahead and go to Super Ultra here. So we're going to try... I'm just going to play Frenzied Swarm on these turns, basically. So I lose out on a bunch of Incants, but so does he. And I think that him missing Incants is more important. I'll have time. Like, that hand is sad to pass up on, but I'll have time. He won't. He does not have time. Explosive Throw out here, drag also, doesn't matter about this enemy gaining attack. And this is the interesting thing about this deck, really, is that this is the best possible Seraph for this deck to face. If you don't know, Seraph the Patient has only 1 wave of double heavies. He has 1 wave of 2 Gilded Wings. He's very, very forgiving. So, thankfully, we fight the easy Seraph here today. Usually, Seraph the Patient is a nightmare. But for us today, he's going to make our lives much easier because Tethys lives, Tethys kills all the backline stuff. He's just chilling. Oh, also Molten Encasement's taking all of the Ember Drain now, huh? Nice. Good Molten Encasement. I can't believe it. But I think this wins now. I think that we got there. It just took a little bit of creative thinking to... Just a little bit of creative thinking to get past a... I'm gonna actually throw the Titan's Tooth away on a different floor. I am an idiot. Ha! Oh. I am a fool. Alright, I'm just gonna press enter and shame. We're gonna hope I don't lose the run off of that. I shouldn't. I won't. I'm telling you, I'm really not that tired, too. I don't actually, like, I know what you're gonna say. This is a late night woes. I do not want, I'm just playing poorly. This is not me being super tired or it being too late or anything like that. I'm just playing bad, really. I did miss out on a lot of incants, so maybe we don't actually get there. He is at 38. I did miss a lot of incants, and this man is at a solid 38 over there. Menacingly 38. Oof, that's tough that I take this 15 times 2 hit there. That's gonna hurt a lot, actually. Very sad. Very sad. I tried to, yeah. I tried to, like, delay. I tried to be too big brain, and I've hurt myself in confusion here is what happened. Let's see if I'm confident that we win this combat if I don't do that throw. Yeah, okay. Let me do this one again as well. Just forgot that Frenzy's form isn't affected by Conduit there for a second. I can't believe I would do such a thing. Oh my god. Okay, so we're not gonna respect Seraph here, of course. I think I played Wingmaker last time. Let's not play Wingmaker this time. I think it's actually just a waste because we'll get to play it another time for the space, right? That's not gonna be a shock when we get to play that one another time, I don't feel. Same deal, we put the Wickless recruitment down. It's like all of this stuff is the same. I feel like all of my mistakes so far, all of my mistakes over the course of this run are me trying to be too smart and just being stupid. I'm trying to outthink and I'm just messing it up. Okay, so we'll go Entombed Explosive here. I do almost. It's not worth it, right? Is it worth it, you think? So what I'm thinking here, just another idea. No, it's definitely not because she takes 60. I was like, what if I played a Frenzied Swarm mid-floor? I could do Molten Encasement mid-floor, but I think the 2 stealth actually matters a lot. I think the 2 stealth is the game changer for beating Patient Seraph or not. So, yeah, we'll hold off. I'll play it cool here. God, I can't believe I just threw a 3-cost Titan's Tooth away. To be fair, when I hovered it, it cost 0, so you know. Is it that outlandish? You don't have to answer that. I'm gonna be pretty hard on myself over this run, but it's definitely winnable. Like this run has, it's not easy, mind you. This is not a easy kick your feet up run like the last few have been that we've had, like the last few days have been. Yeah, so this is the turn where I went, hey, I'll go put Titan's Tooth on a different floor real quick to save. I did it to save spell weakness on an enemy that I am not going to hit with spell weakness. In no universe do I ever hit that man with spell weakness. Ugh. Disgusting. I think with the 2 stealth, though, we have enough health to just push through him. We do like 400 per round. I think it's actually good to play Crypt Builder first, just to push that enemy to the back for the purposes of damage. I don't know if it matters, actually. Alright. This should be a much better finish. Yeah, there you go. Just press and turn. Don't mess with patience there. That one, you know, this run shouldn't be a win, but I guess it's kind of dependent on how you want to feel about it, right? I'm going to take the win because I think that this run is kind of hard to find the winning line in. It's a toughie. So I'll take the W, but I did not play this one out to the fullest of my abilities. I feel like I was thinking about the wrong things over the course of this run. Now, one of the interesting things worth considering is, of course, playing bottom floor. I'm gonna play top 4, but it's at least worth talking about, right? It's like, there's a lot of value to be gained playing down here, but main thing is I lose the value of Ice Empire. If I were playing bottom 4, I would have held over Wingmaker instead, but we're not. So we won't. By the way, this run might not win. We might not have the damage output to kill this boss. Not boss, but the waves, I should say. No, dregs are bad. Yeah, dregs are bad because they're not getting hit. Of course, again, talking about one thing, trying to be too big brain, play 2 dregs here. What the hell am I doing? Yeah, I mean, I gotta restart the combat. I'm talking about one thing while the brain processes another there, and the brain goes, yeah, just play these dregs. They'll eat the Ember Drain. Just make the misplay and take the Ember Drain. It's easier. Come on, just do this. It's easier. I'm trying to cover every angle, avoid the order lulls as well, but there is no order lull. Order lull got me killed there. I'm trying to think too much. We can just turn our brain off. Play Incants. Play us smart. Stop being so freaking dumb. What the hell? This is like a descent into madness, it feels like. I'm losing my mind. I think I just throw this unit away. I keep the Molten Encasement for the later days. And we'll just throw spells at this until something happens. I think the greatest shame of all would be if I get to the end of this run and then just die anyway. I'm not gonna be too surprised because we're getting a little got by mainly spell shields here. I think are gonna be our biggest foe. But it's not looking too bad, I suppose. The next wave will be like the real telling. Like if we survive the next 2 waves, I feel pretty good about saying we get there. But like, ooh, buddy, Tethys just kills herself, doesn't she? Huh? I didn't think about that at all. Tethys with sweep just kills herself here. Wait a minute. This did not even cross my mind. I didn't even have a moment of thought about that. I think if I can kill the front 2 enemies, Tethys will live. Barely. Yeah, she's totally gonna kill herself though over 2 or 3 turns, right? What can I even do about that? Nothing. Sweep Tethys sucks. I have no option to heal. Wow, Sweep on Tethys is really bad in this combat if you... Oh, wow. Somehow I have not encountered this position before. Huh. Interesting. And this is burnout and debuff effects from enemies, so I can't do anything here to stop this. That's a shame. I mean, I guess I should take the extra incant from this first. Was there something I could have done? Oh, hey, this enemy just goes up at 130. Does he just kill me? He might just kill me. Maybe he puts me to 12. Tethys is dead, though, in no uncertain terms, and we do not have the damage for chains. Oh, these guys killed the sweeper. Okay. I mean, we still have no damage for chains. So actually, we don't get there. We get run over and die. Okay. Cool. All of this struggling, and for what? To die to chains? Yeah. So actually, interestingly enough, if I had Endless on the Stealth Tomb, we would still die here. I don't know. Honestly. I don't really know. I think for the sake of discovery, let's do this run again, but let's play bottom floor real quick. I think maybe it's just a mid-floor play. The problem is, and like I know you're probably feeling like it seems kind of strange that I'm so insistent on top floor, but maybe it's just a wrong line of thinking in general that leads us here to this top floor angle. but it feels to me like the deck is so strapped for incants that if I ever spend an incant on a different floor, I am losing. I also will just kind of get run over by this wave, I expect. Like, I'll have to throw something at that guy. I guess I can throw something at him right now. Like, this wave is just gonna crush me though, right? I want to see if I'm at least not wrong on this instinct, which my instinct here is that I get absolutely bodied by this wave. And this wave. And like, you can just see it, right? We're 28 times 2 here instead of what we were before. You can see the woes. But let's figure it out, shall we? I think you put down Entombed Explosive and then you kill this guy. Let that do a little back and forth. You're the problem, enemy. I have answers coming up, though, for this wave. I think I'd put it all down on the bottom floor here, then. Well, in case I'm sure. It looks... Oh, no, Tethys just kills herself here. Yeah, okay, so if you play bottom floor, Tethys with sweep just kills herself on the spikes. Dude, this unit is so freaking bad. Like, oh my god, it's insulting to me how bad Tethys is, really. Like, it's really, really sad. How awful is she? She's so bad that even when I took holdover intrinsic stun all enemies, she still just kills herself. It's so frustrating. Man, I hate Tethys. She makes me so mad. Yeah, well, we fought for it. I think that in hindsight on this run, we should have probably just looked for a more melting-oriented strategy. This is a bit of a lesson to take away. The lesson you can take away is it's not always incant. You can't just go, like, this is another one of those, we've memed as a community so much about this strategy being so overpowered that I just brainlessly follow it. Our starting deck was 5 Drags, 5 Frozen Lances, 4 Train Stewards, 2 Crypt Builders, an offering card, like Guardian's Amulet, and 2 Wicklashes, right? That starting deck, if you're lucky, incants once a turn. That's not a foundation to build out an incant run, I don't feel like at all. But I blindly adhered to it anyway. I clicked on Siren, and we almost got there, but it is just a case of like that deck, but with a different, like this deck, but our secondary is like EX Umbra instead, and we're just playing Plink every turn, would be a lot better because we're drawing 7 cards a turn and we have 5 more cards that are incants. So you can incant a lot more consistently. On top of that, you can, if you start with Chillwind / Spell Weakness Tethys, you can maybe just make a case for Chillwind now because Spell Weakness Tethys, if you get the Conduit hit, kills herself in the Divinity. And I think that... I mean, it's tough, right? I guess you take resin removal to try and clear the spikes out, but it's just kind of insulting how bad Tethys is, really. She makes me so mad. She's so bad now. I put so much into keeping her alive. Like, the other takeaway is you don't put into keeping Tethys alive, and if she lives, it's a benefit. But holdover... What's that card called? Wingmaker? That would have been a lot better. Because at least, like, if Tethys sometimes lives with that take, I guess, but maybe you take space, or yeah, maybe you take space there also, and then go holdover Wingmaker is better. But I don't know, like, a lot of different angles you can ply at here. There's a ton of different little things you can change that probably get you to a win on this run. You just got to make a combination of a few to get the win. Enough talking. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, don't forget to leave me a like. Subscribe if you want to see more. I'll see you in the next one, and have a good one.